Okay, I wanted to do another voiceover of a recent drawing I did. With the lockdown, I didn't really have the chance to draw on location because a lot of people are there. So I took another photo, and because I'm at home for drawing this, I decided to make a video about it. That's always fun to do. So you can see that I already did the blocking with pencils. Normally on this kind of paper I would do it with markers, but I'm going to use markers as a finishing touch, so I don't want to use it in the setup, otherwise things will get messy. Generally I started with a very thin fine liner and blocked out the large simple shapes. Was avoiding those ellipses for quite a lot, because wheels of construction vehicles are quite complex. And I never really managed to do smooth ellipses in one go. It's kind of reliant on my architectural background, where we draw ellipses in by rotating the page several times. That also helps to have it traced out a little bit beforehand. It's a thing that for these kind of things, an initial rough setup is needed, because the subjects are getting quite complex in terms of structure. If I would draw it directly, you would see a lot of underlying construction lines. I also block in some major forms of the background to give a little bit of context and backdrop to it. Here I pick a thicker fine liner, 0.3, and start to go over mainly the silhouette and places where overlap, or things that are really closer to me. But to highlight certain features, small details, thinking a lot. I can see that it's getting a little bit dark outside, but I'm gonna quickly change this and put a light on my setup, which is a camera on a small desk light. Some more background. Keep it very loose and thin on the background, also with the details. I don't want to overdo it, because then I would draw attention away from the vehicle, and would take more work to put back highlights on that vehicle. So I would have more detail and more shading. Now I pick up a marker, the C5 Copic, and block, not blocking, just kind of color in, but always gray, all the black parts. Just a lot of black and rubber, and I use a C1 to put in quickly where all the shadows are going to be. Mainly some form shadow and cast shadow, but I do still like to hatch those things to get more near the value of the reference, and give a little bit of direction to it. This way it reads better with hatching. Hatching always, you can go with the form, and then you can also describe more what the form is about. And I just like hatching. I like the look. It's kind of an easy method to give a little bit of grain to something. With cleaner designs and vehicles and buildings, hatching can take a bit away of what you're getting at, but with like these rough construction vehicles it really works. Also with ruins, other parts. I go for the highlights. I only put it in the focal area, made like a circle over there. You can see like small indents, and I only try to put highlights over there, not everywhere, and also not on the backgrounds, because then the picture would disappear itself. Some final fixes, and just all just like these small little things. It's all actually in one vanishing point also,